Hey, Jameson here, and today I want to share with you my problem-solving methodology. And I came across this back in college. My old physics professor shared this with the whole class, and I've been using it ever since. And a lot of you guys might be using it in the background and not really realizing it, but once you understand this, it just makes approaching any problem very simple. And the basic idea is, let's say you have a problem. All right, this circle represents that entire problem, and you don't understand how to approach this particular problem. Well, what you can do is just break it down into little pieces that you do understand. Okay, so each of these pieces is just a smaller portion of the problem, and if you solve all of these, then you will have solved the whole problem. And even if you don't know how to do these smaller problems, guess what you can do once again? You can just break those up as well. So basically, you just keep breaking down the problems into smaller and smaller pieces until it's obvious to you how to solve that problem. So like an example of what might be obvious is like let's say I need to pick up this marker off of the table here. Well, instead of trying to break that up into smaller problems, instead of saying like, rotate your arm 90 degrees and move forward, like that's not necessary, right? So it's obvious to me like how to pick up a marker from the table. So that would be an example of something very obvious. And so you want these small problems to be obvious enough to where when it comes time to do them, you can do them fairly easily. It's not a strain on you and you know exactly what to do. So that's basically it. You just take your big problem that seems unwieldy, unsolvable, break it down into smaller pieces, and then kind of the next step is, let me grab a different color for this. If you notice that some problems need to be done before other problems, then that's what's called a dependency, and you should do things in the correct order so that like the execution of these things is streamlined. So basically, like if this subproblem depended on that problem, then you would want to do this one first, all right, because this one depends on that one. So do this one first, which will enable you to do this one. So basically, like when you're defining out these subproblems, figure out if any of these things need to be done before the other ones, and then just kind of draw out, maybe this one needs to be done before that one, and that one needs to be done before this one. So in this case, you would need to do this one before that one, before that one, before you can do that one. So if you do things in this way, you're guaranteed to understand every single subproblem because you broke it down so that was true. And then you're guaranteed that things will be done in the correct order because you drew out the dependencies of things, and then you start from like the things with the largest depth to them. So yeah, that's basically it for my problem-solving methodology, something I learned back in college with some additions of my own. My additions were the dependencies as well as the recursive breaking down of subtasks like repeatedly. Yeah, so that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and my content, and I'll see you in the next video.